What it is, what it do, cyber world. It is your girl, the one and only Ash Said It. AshSaidIt.com. AshSaidIt.com. Welcome back to the Ash Said It Daily Podcast Show. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for making this show the success that it is. 250,000 streams worldwide. I thank each and every one of you. I would not be able to do it if it were not for your support. Without your love, I wouldn't be here still. All right, and I wouldn't be talking to fancy schmancy people, you know what I'm saying? Some real top CEOs in and around the metro Atlanta area. Today we are joined by famed makeup artist, sugaring specialist, the wonderful Miss Jessica of blushedandbear.com. Jessica, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? Thank you for having me.
No problem. Thank you for making time for us, because I know you've been traveling in and through the city, girl. You've been in Miami. You've been, you know what I'm saying? You've been traveling all over, you know. Word is traveling.
Just a little bit of something.
That's good. That's good. That's good. That means that we're growing and, you know, things are progression for us. So I'm really excited for you.
Absolutely.
So, Jessica, let our audience know, where are you from? Where do you represent?
So I am from Miami, Florida. I am just a girl from back home that grew up and decided a couple years ago that Atlanta was going to be next on my list of things to do. It was a complete change. You know, never had been outside of Miami, you know, South Florida living in general. Half Cuban, African American, Caribbean baby. Just, you know, grew up in Miami and now I'm here in Georgia.
Absolutely. So, Jessica, as a child, were you playing with your mom's makeup? Were you all in her little cabinet on her dresser?
So, she was like always the mom that had all kinds of makeup. You know how like some people had like moms that never did anything with themselves? Mm-hmm. My mom always had like some kind of fashion fair, Mary Kay, something going on, and I was always in her stuff and always getting in trouble for being in her stuff. And she's kind of the reason that all of this started.
Yeah. So when did you realize that you wanted to go into this aspect of the industry?
So makeup initially triggered everything. And I remember, you know, maybe 10 years ago, my mom always wanted to do makeup, she would say. And she had booked a couple little weddings and she would let me come and help and that kind of thing, just assist. And she never kind of got it up and going the way that she wanted to. And I think in turn what she did was ignite like something in me, you know, to make me want to see what I could do with it. And I'd say maybe like 4 years ago now, I decided that I was going to, you know, get on YouTube and start watching some things and talking to some friends and seeing what I could do. And it's been something to do with makeup every day since.
Wow. And I just want to say your work is phenomenal. I've seen your stuff all in and through Instagram. It's been in circulation through the Facebook, continues to grow. When you were starting that first aspect as far as makeup goes, what were some of the challenges that you faced?
Some of the challenges in the beginning were, one, trying to get somebody to talk to you. You know, like there's so many, between Miami and Atlanta, there are so many makeup artists and there's so many people like in the beauty industry. But the crazy part is that not everybody will take the time to talk to you. I don't know if they fear that, you know, you're going to come in and all of a sudden take over or what it is that you're going to do. But one of the biggest challenges was being able to, you know, find mentors and people that were okay with, you know, not giving you all of their secrets and stuff, right, but, you know, being open to talking to me about, like, the industry and what it was that I really needed to do to get my foot wet, or, you know, maybe what direction I needed to go in to maybe not make some of the mistakes that other people in the industry have made. So, like, the hardest thing was just trying to find some sort of camaraderie or feeling like there was a place that I belonged in the industry.
So eventually, did you find someone that was willing to step in and kind of be that mentor to you?
Not until I decided to go to beauty school. Once I decided to go to aesthetic school, you know, at that point, I went to Paul Mitchell in Alpharetta, Georgia, and it was there that I kind of got a better feel for what the industry was like. And they weren't even necessarily makeup artists, right, but they were like beauty educators. You know, people that had kind of been in the industry for a while and kind of knew, okay, well, maybe you should try this, or maybe, you know, you should try that, or, you know, just being encouraging to the point where it's like, okay, you know, just learn to set like small-term goals, and then take those small-term goals and like make long-term goals from them. You know, not necessarily anybody that came in at any point and was like, you know, this is this kind of makeup or that kind of makeup, do this, do that, but more so from like a standpoint of helping me believe that whatever it was, I could figure it out. You know, and that made a big difference.
Gotcha. So we go from makeup to now we waxing and sugaring. How did that come into play? How do you you know, because a lot of people are really good with makeup, and as you are, I see your work is amazing, but they don't necessarily jump off into doing waxing and sugaring. How did that happen?
I think it kind of happened by accident, honestly. So, well, I guess maybe nothing is accidental.
True.
But I think the way that happened was when we were in school, like, everybody kind of had, like, the things that they were really into. And it took forever for us to get to the chapter where we, like, learned waxing. And it was, like, the one thing that I was, like, really excited about. And I think for me, I was more excited because I was like, well, if I can figure out how to do eyebrows good, you know, you do brows, you do makeup, they go hand in hand. Eyebrows are probably the least of the things that I wax at this point. You know, like when I started learning, you know, it started with like underarms and like legs, and I was always interested in like Brazilians and stuff like that. I had a couple, and like they hurt like hell. Like it was just, you know, in my mind, I think I wanted to learn because whatever I had done before, I just didn't feel like, you know, maybe that was the way that it should have gone. So like in school, they don't teach you Brazilians. I don't think they teach you, because it's something to do with, you know, exposing people's body parts and the liability, that kind of thing in school. But I knew that I wanted to wax. I don't know why, I just knew, like, there was something therapeutic about removing hair from people. I don't know. It was just something really therapeutic about it. And as soon as I got out of school, I started waxing. And just the more that I did it and the more that I got comfortable with it, and then learning sugaring, and again, the more that I learned and got comfortable with it, it just kind of became my thing. You know, like I said, for me, it's something so therapeutic about it, which is kind of weird, I guess, in itself. But it just kind of slowly moved its way in. And now I'd say that about 75% of my time is definitely put into makeup, still being, you know, like the 25% of it. But everything now with me is like sugaring and waxing, and it's good. Like, I like it.
Good.
I love it.
That is awesome. And I mean, it really speaks volumes of your work if 70-something% of your clients are wax and sugaring clients. I mean, you doing something right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You doing something right. You on the right tip. You know what I'm saying? You in the right direction. Because otherwise, you know, you'd be like, I don't know. This may not have worked out. But but that's definitely not the case with you. So, Jessica, what is next for you? As far as, I know that you're doing some pop-ups. Like I said, you've been traveling the country. You've been doing just different shops here and there. What is next for Blessed and Bear?
So, the pop-up shops have definitely been a big deal. We've done a couple in Florida. I am actually looking to expand in a couple of different places throughout the United States, just because I feel like there's a necessity for it. Yeah. You know, sometimes you have a conversation with people and they're like, I've never even heard of sugaring. Mm-hmm. And, you know, they want to learn about it. So next, I think, is going to be, you know, trying to cover a bit more of the U.S. as far as the pop-up shops go. Eventually workshops and teaching sugaring to other licensed estheticians so that it'll be, you know, something that they can bring to their cities, because I may not always, you know, be able to be there while I'm still trying to build my brand in specific places. But definitely, like I said, workshops, and the product line should be coming very soon. Definitely going to be bringing in, you know, our own scrubs and all natural, like bleaching treatments and things like that. You know, things that we definitely want and that clients are asking more and more about. So the product line is definitely coming. And, you know, just trying to put Blushed and Bare out there, you know, make it a household name, you know, make sugaring a household thing.
Yes, absolutely. So with your experience, you know, both with the makeup, the sugaring, the waxing, the aesthetics of everything, with this experience under your belt, what advice would you offer to any new beauty school students that could be listening to us right now?
Do not give up. Don't quit. Don't let anybody else's view of this industry jade your vision. Sometimes you know, we seek advice from people sometimes, and you have to understand that unfortunately not everybody's advice will be suited to your vision, because it's your vision. You know what I mean? Like if God wanted that vision for someone else, he would have handed it to them. So sometimes you have to be okay with stepping out on a limb on your own and being okay with just walking by yourself. Like, when I said I wanted to wax people, like, you'd be surprised how many people are like, oh my God, I can't believe you do that all day long. And like, but that's okay, because it's mine. You know what I mean? And it's my vision, and it's how my clients feel when they get off the table is enough to make me want to continue doing what it is that I do. So my advice would be to block out negative energy. Understand that everybody will not be for you, and that's going to be okay. Sometimes the road to the top is lonely as hell, and you just have to be willing to put certain things to the side to be able to focus on you. And the more that you do that, like, you'll just continue to see how it changes. You know, you change your mindset, and sometimes everything around you changes. So you just have to be willing to put the time and the work into yourself.
Absolutely. I couldn't have said it better myself. Jessica, the CEO, Miss CEO of blushedandbare.com. Jessica, let everyone know the best way to get in contact with you if they want to see you in their city, how they need to hit you up.
If you would like to see Blushed and Bare come to your city, you can reach out to us. The email address is just blushedandbare@gmail.com. And the website is www.blushedandbare.com. And it's also the same on both Instagram and Twitter. It's just @blushedandbare. And I'm looking forward to hearing from you guys. Let us know what city you'd like to see Blushed and Bare in.
Perfection. Loving it. All right, Jessica. Much more success to you, my sister. I see you continue to climb and shine. Regardless of whatever negative stuff that may face us, we continue to push forward. That's all it is. Push it forward. All the way.
All right.
Full throttle.
Thank you so much for having me, Ash. I appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you, Jessica. And thank you, everyone that's tuned into the show. We appreciate and love you guys so very much. Thank you for the support. Thank you for supporting our small business owners, all right? Because they're important, too. And guess what? They're making their way around the country, baby. It's not even a question of if. It's a matter of when. When it's happening.
Right.
All right? And keep in mind, anyone to tell you that you can't do what you want to do, you look them square in the face and tell them, don't believe me, just watch. Watch what I do. Watch me make it happen. Watch me make history. Because that's what we're doing this for. We're doing this for the history books. Social media is nice, it's cool, it's fun, but real life is so much better. All right? Until next time, you guys.